So here's a little frame that I just recently found at a local thrift shop, and I thought it's got potential to be upcycled into something pretty, because right now, not so pretty. So this frame measures, it's about 8.5 inches by 6.5 inches, and the glass in it is 6.5 inches by 4.5 inches. So not very big, but I think it could make a cute little mosaic. The thing to look for when you're looking for some old frames, this one is wooden, so it's going to paint up nice. And the other thing is, it has a little bit of an etching along the outside of it. And sometimes I find when you've got etching like that, if you do a painting of it and then just scuff it up a bit, it gives it a bit of a weathered look, which I really like. So I'm going to fix this one up and see how it looks for a nice little sea glass project. So I just took the backing off and took the glass out, and I painted it white, just a plain white paint, no problem, and it's all dry. So I'm just taking a piece of fine sandpaper. I'm going to scuff it up here a bit, because to me that just makes it a little bit older and dingier looking, and gives it kind of an interesting look. Because when it comes to doing sea glass art, I'm all about recycling, using old things, and this is an old thing, but I want it to kind of look a bit old too. I don't want it to look too new and modern. So there you go, I think that's good. So you can see why I like to look for those frames that have some etching in the wood, because when you paint it white and then scuff it up a bit, that etching really shows through, and to me, quite interesting. I love that effect. So I have cleaned the glass. The glass was quite dirty, so I'm just going to flip that over, put the glass in place. And then I'm going to take my Quick Seal adhesive caulking, my kitchen and bath adhesive caulk, and I'll run a bead of that all the way along the edge of the glass. And I just smooth it out with my finger. Now you can see that this is white, but this product is marked clear, so although it goes on white, it's going to dry clear. So once that's clear, I know that it's all set. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for it to turn clear and set, I'm just going to leave it sitting. So maybe I'll come back to this tomorrow or the next day and start working on my sea glass project. So you can see now the silicone has all dried clear. The frame is all ready to go. So I have drawn a pattern for this piece. I'm inspired by my granddaughter, who has gone crazy for frilly little dresses. She's a bit of a girly girl. And I wanted to do a piece that had lots of little girly stuff in it, like a nice fluffy headdress and a really fluffy dress. So I did my pattern, and I'm going to tape that to the back of my frame, and I'll flip my frame over. I want it going lengthways like this, and I've picked out a few sea glass pieces to use, and this pattern is going to be just a rough guide for me. And I have this beautiful piece of pottery. It's like a white pottery that has yellow on the front. And to me, it looks kind of like the bodice of a dress. So I'm going to use that for the dress. And then I picked out a couple of white rocks. These, I call these my peppermint rocks because they look like Scotch mint peppermints. And I'm going to use those for puffed sleeves on the bodice. And then I picked out some small brown pieces. I'm going to do the silhouette of the little girl in brown. So some arms. I'll put her neckline here. And her face. And I'm going to have a couple of strands of hair coming down from underneath this headdress of flowers that I'm going to put on. And I'm going to have a few little feet sticking out at the bottom, and they're kind of pointy, like little ballet feet. And then what I plan to do is I'm going to fuss around with my white sea glass and make this whole dress white. And I'm hoping to, I think I will find enough white sea glass. I have quite a bit of white sea glass. So I think I'll find enough that's really the puffy white ones to fill in this all white and very puffy. So I'm going to play around with this a bit and I'll show you what I come up with for my dress.